3 developers, 0 marketing budget, and somehow the #1 game on Roblox. Sounds like a dream, right? The ultimate underdog story. But here's what everyone's ignoring. A monetization system so aggressive that players literally created a petition to remove it. A stock shop that rotates classes like a Vegas slot machine. And a pattern we've watched destroy games before. Remember Dead Rails? Hit 1.3 million concurrent players in April. By summer, dropped to 130,000. That's a 90% nosedive. And 99 Nights in the Forest is walking the exact same tightrope. 200 million visits mean nothing when your core loop starts cracking. So today, let's dissect why this indie darling might be headed for the graveyard. And trust me, the evidence is more damning than you'd think. Back in March 2025, 4XV, Vidial, and Cracky4 released something genuinely weird under their group Grandma's Favorite Games. A survival experience where you literally just keep a campfire burning. No flashy abilities, no constant unlocks, just you, some trees, and creatures that desperately want you dead. The premise sounds almost boring. Survive 99 nights, gather resources during daylight, pray your fire doesn't die when darkness falls, deer monsters with bulging eyes stalking you, owls swooping from nowhere, robed cultists hunting in packs, and somehow, it absolutely clicked. Why? Because Roblox had become exhausting. Every game screaming for attention, rewards every 3 seconds, colors so bright they'd give a unicorn a migraine. 99 Nights offered the opposite. Quiet tension, genuine atmosphere, patience that actually paid off. TikTok exploded with clips. YouTube Shorts filled with panicked screaming when fires went out. Creekcraft live-streamed it. Within weeks, the game hit 1.4 million concurrent players. By September, it won Best Horror Experience at the Roblox Innovation Awards. The indie dream realized. 3 friends coding in their spare time, now sitting on what could be millions in monthly revenue. But here's where the fairy tale starts to rot. Let's talk about diamonds, the premium currency that's slowly poisoning the community. You want classes? Pay diamonds. Want to reroll your talent? Pay diamonds. Want the class shop to refresh faster than once every 24 hours? That'll be 99 Robux every single time. The pricing structure is brutal. 20 diamonds cost 99 Robux. 700 diamonds, labeled best value, runs 2,500 Robux. That's roughly 31 real dollars for virtual gens in a game primarily played by kids. And here's where it gets ugly. The class shop operates on a stock system. Every 24 hours, random classes become available. If the one you want isn't there, tough luck. Wait another day or pay to refresh. Players started calling it Roblox Gacha because that's exactly what it feels like. Gambling mechanics dressed up as a shop. The community pushed back hard. A petition on change.org demanding they remove the stock system gathered over 1,000 reactions in the Discord. YouTuber Bucket made videos calling it out. The forum post titled "Remove Stocks" became one of the most engaged discussions in the game's history. Did the developers respond by toning things down? Nope, they doubled down. Added a talent system where you gamble 60 diamonds for random perks, 30 diamonds for subsequent rerolls. Layer upon layer of monetization stacking on top of each other. Now let's address the elephant in the forest, the difficulty problem. When 99 Nights launched, surviving felt genuinely challenging. The deer was terrifying, resources were scarce, every night carried weight. But players figured it out, fast. Stun the deer with a flashlight? Easy counter. Lead cultists into bear traps? They walk right in. Stack the crockpot inside a farm plot for automatic food? Infinite sustenance. The community wiki is now packed with cheese strategies that trivialize everything. I found a forum poll asking players to rate the difficulty. Most responses? Easy, or reached 99 nights on my second attempt with no classes. When your horror survival game becomes a casual farming simulator, you've got a fundamental problem. The tension that made it special evaporates. What's left is just grinding, collecting wood, waiting for day cycles, watching numbers go up. And once the fear dies, why keep playing? This brings us to Dead Rails, the cautionary tale every 99 Nights player should be studying. Dead Rails launched January 2025. Same energy, unique concept, ride a train through a zombie-infested desert, throwing random junk into the furnace to keep moving. Chaotic multiplayer, perfect for content creators. It peaked at 1.3 million concurrent players that April. Absolute dominance. Then, collapse. Players discovered every secret, mastered every strategy, content dried up. Updates couldn't keep pace with consumption. By summer, concurrent counts dropped to around 150,000, an 88% decline in months. The community now debates whether Dead Rails is dying or dead. Forums fill with posts like, "What can we do?" and "Is there any hope?" Here's the terrifying parallel. Both games share the same core structure. Keep one thing alive. Fire for 99 Nights. Train engine for Dead Rails. It's a simple loop that hooks players initially, but offers limited long-term depth. Dead Rails had roughly 4 developers. 99 Nights has 3. Neither team can possibly produce content fast enough to satisfy millions of hungry players. What would it actually take to save 99 Nights? The community has been screaming suggestions for months. A proper hard mode sits at the top of every wish list. Make resources genuinely scarce. Let the fire burn faster. Give monsters actual teeth again. Reward players who conquer it with exclusive cosmetics that flex their skill. More random events would help tremendously. Right now, once you've memorized the patterns, every run feels identical. Add storms, corrupted forest zones, unpredictable horrors that force adaptation. Make each playthrough genuinely different. And the monetization needs serious surgery. The stock system feels predatory. Players shouldn't need to gamble for the privilege of spending their hard-earned diamonds. A straightforward shop with all classes available, priced fairly, would build goodwill instead of resentment. The December 2025 updates show some awareness. 2 new classes dropped, Brute and Explorer. Quality of life improvements, bug fixes, a Christmas event approaching. The developers aren't abandoning ship, but incremental patches won't solve structural problems. When your economy frustrates players and your difficulty curve flattened months ago, you're treating symptoms while the disease spreads. There's another layer that makes this messier. The conspiracy theories. Some players noticed accounts named EA Games and EA Data listed inside the game's group page. When they checked friend lists, connections to names associated with Dubik Studios and Big Games, the teams behind Pet Simulator X, Blade Ball, and Fish. The theory spread like wildfire. Maybe 99 Nights isn't truly indie anymore. Maybe big money bought in quietly. That would explain why monetization got so aggressive so quickly. Now, there's zero confirmed proof. The original developers still appear as owners. No partnership announcements exist. It could be nothing more than community paranoia. But here's what matters. Players believe it might be true. That perception alone damages trust. When your audience assumes corporate greed is pulling strings, every decision gets viewed through that lens. Every new diamond sink becomes evidence. Every price increase confirms suspicions. Trust, once broken, rarely returns. So where does this leave us? 99 Nights in the Forest isn't dead. Not even close. Player counts remain strong, updates keep dropping, the Christmas event will probably spike numbers again. There's genuine potential for this game to become a Roblox classic, something like Piggy, which stayed relevant for years through consistent story updates. But potential means nothing without execution. The developers face a choice: double down on aggressive monetization and milk the remaining player base until they burn out, or listen to feedback, rebalance the economy, restore genuine challenge, and build something sustainable. Dead Rails showed us what happens when content can't keep pace with hype, when developers stay too small to manage explosive success, when the core loop runs dry. 99 Nights stands at that exact crossroads right now. December 2025. The holidays will bring traffic. New players will arrive. The question is whether they'll find a game worth staying for, or another viral hit that flames out by spring. My prediction? Without major changes to difficulty and monetization in the next few months, we'll be having the same conversation about 99 Nights that forums are having about Dead Rails today. The forest is beautiful, the concept is brilliant, but beautiful concepts don't survive bad economies. And that campfire, it's burning lower than anyone wants to admit. If you found this breakdown useful, consider subscribing. I'll be tracking how this situation develops over the coming months. And hey, if you're one of those players who survived 500 plus days, you're genuinely built different. Drop your strategies in the comments, maybe someone needs them. Let me leave you with one final thought. Roblox has become a graveyard of viral sensations. Games that explode, dominate for months, then fade into obscurity. Adopt Me, Rainbow Friends, Brookhaven cycles through peaks and valleys. The platform's algorithm rewards novelty. Something new always lurks around the corner, ready to steal attention. 99 Nights had everything going for it. Authentic indie spirit, genuine innovation, a community that genuinely loved the experience. Players posting fan art, creating theories about the deer's origins, speculating whether those missing children connected to real events. That organic passion is irreplaceable. You cannot manufacture it through marketing budgets or influencer deals. It emerges when something resonates deeply. The tragedy here isn't that 99 Nights might fail. Games fail constantly. The tragedy is that it might fail for completely preventable reasons. Greed, stubbornness, refusing to adapt when feedback screams that something's broken. The stock system didn't need to exist. The talent gambling didn't need to exist. Players would have spent diamonds gladly on a fair shop. Instead, every transaction now carries resentment. Every purchase feels like losing a negotiation. Meanwhile, the difficulty slide continues. Experienced players farm thousands of days without breaking a sweat. New players either quit from frustration or discover exploits that trivialize everything. Neither outcome builds a healthy community. The developers seem like genuine people, 3 friends who built something special. They deserve success. But success requires adaptation, listening, acknowledging mistakes, sometimes rolling back decisions that seemed profitable short-term but poisoned the well long-term. Dead Rails had 4 developers who couldn't keep pace. That team is still working, still updating, still trying, but the window closed. Momentum shifted elsewhere. Coming back from a 90% player drop requires near miraculous execution. 99 Nights hasn't reached that cliff yet. The warning signs are flashing, but the road ahead remains navigable. December brings opportunities. Christmas events traditionally spike engagement. New players flow in during holiday breaks. That influx represents a second chance. Fresh eyes evaluating whether this game deserves their time. What will those new players find? A polished survival experience with room to grow? Or a frustrating grind where their wallets matter more than their skill? The answer depends entirely on decisions made in the next few weeks. Not months, weeks. The window is that narrow. I genuinely hope they get it right. The concept deserves longevity. The atmosphere remains unmatched. Those terrifying deer chases and panicked cultist raids created memories for millions. But hope doesn't change trajectory. Actions do. So developers, if you're watching, your community is talking. They're making petitions. They're flooding forums with suggestions. They're not doing this because they hate your game. They're doing it because they love it and want it to survive. Listen to them before another campfire goes dark. Until next time, keep your fire burning while you still can.